Hey guys, welcome to today's video with Kitty Supreme. So for today's video is gonna be kind of simple, but a lot of you guys tend to ask me a lot of questions, especially on Instagram in my DMs, which I usually don't really get a chance to do as much since I'm terrible at looking at my notifications. Some of you guys were pretty helpful as far as giving me questions to answer for you for this video, and I do have quite a few, so I am pretty excited to show you what questions that I want to answer for you today. Before we get started with the Q&A today, I figured I'd just get this out of the way. If you want to see more of my posts outside of YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram at Lucid Kitties. I tend to post on there at least once a day or every other day, so you can keep up to date with other things that I do. And if you want to continue seeing more of my videos on YouTube, be sure to give my channel a subscribe. And yeah, I can't wait to see what we're looking for in the future. If you guys are ready to see what questions I have for you guys to answer for the June Q&A, just keep watching. So one of the first questions that I got was basically asking me how did I get started on YouTube, and was it before or after you had this many followers on Instagram/social media? I've gotten that question by many people, and I never really gave a full explanation for it. So when I first started YouTube and Instagram, I was in high school, and so I was about 18 years old. Only did I become more active on YouTube after I graduated, because I was a huge fan of a lot of YouTubers back then. Lita Monster Bunny, Tabs24, X7 Official, different YouTubers that I really liked watching. And I thought that would be something fun to do because at the time I was going to take a year off before going to college, and I was obviously really bored. I didn't have a job, and so I just wanted to keep myself busy. When I made my YouTube channel, I didn't really have a lot of followers on any of my social media platforms. With Instagram, I was still fairly new to it. I kind of jumped on the bandwagon pretty late, and I didn't really post any aesthetically pleasing photos. I just kind of posted photos just because. That was basically about it. I'd say about a year into having an Instagram account did my photos of myself become viral. I didn't really know about that until I had friends tell me that they saw photos of me on Tumblr, places like PhotoBucket, We Heart It, Pinterest, and even on Instagram itself, Facebook. Once I found out about this, that's when I figured, well, I might as well just kind of put myself out there, because a lot of those photos that were out there, you didn't really see my face, so people didn't really know who I was. People wanted to know who the person was that had all these pictures of them. And so once I made a Tumblr, that's when I started posting all my pictures, and that's when people started to realize who the person was. They found out that it was me, and I would connect my Instagram and my YouTube channel to my Tumblr, and I would do the same thing with Instagram, YouTube, vice versa. And that's when everything kind of just took off from there. So with the connection of Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything kind of just all worked out together, I guess. Basically, all of it kind of just happened accidentally. I was never planning to get so many followers. It just kind of happened, and people don't believe me sometimes. They're like, oh, you must have paid people, and I'm like, no. I was like, I don't pay to get followers. It literally just happened. Some of the times I didn't even use hashtags. I didn't really use shoutouts that often. I think maybe every once in a while I would, but it all kind of just happened accidentally, and I just decided to go with it because I was like, why not? The next question was and is shout out to Becca, love you. What is your favorite part of your makeup routine, and what is your favorite hair look that you've ever done? My favorite part of any of my makeup routines is the skincare behind it. Anytime I've ever had a makeup look that looked great, it's because of really good skincare. The face masks and the moisturizers, exfoliators, all that kind of stuff. For some reason, I just enjoy skincare. I love doing that kind of stuff. Even before this video, I did some exfoliating and some moisturizing, and it just makes me feel a little more confident when I do my makeup, because in the end, the results always look shook. I'm always happy with how my makeup looks after I take care of my skin, which I feel like is something that everybody should do when you do makeup, because your skin is so important, especially when you're trying to sell a look. And one of those very first steps is to take care of your skin. That basically is one of my favorite makeup routines, and I highly recommend that for anybody to do that before you do your makeup. To answer the next question, which was my favorite hair look that I've ever done, I would probably have to go with either my fox hair or my turquoise hair from years ago. I got a lot of compliments from people about the hair, and I really liked it. I've always wanted the scene hair, you know, hipster look, and doing the fox hair with the red and the blonde just turned out so well, and I got a lot of positive feedback for it. Even with my turquoise hair, may have been by far my favorite hair look, because I love the color turquoise. I just felt like I achieved the goal of being a scene queen, and for some reason that was a really huge goal of mine. And even with that hair look, I got a lot of compliments, and especially whenever I was in college, because I was going to an art school, people were just like, whoa, your hair looks really awesome, and I'm just like, thanks, man. And so I was totally down with the fact that everybody liked my hair, and honestly, my hair to this day is one of my most beloved things. And so when I'm happy with my hair, I am 100% happy at just about everything. That's where those two looks being my favorite will always have a special place in my heart. What is your favorite thing to eat? One of the favorite things that I like to eat is I really like Thai food. Either Thai food or Japanese food. I love either or. It's always been my favorite. It's just something about the food that is amazing. I love sushi. I love fried rice. I don't know. There's just something about Asian food that really just warms my soul. Luckily, we have two places down here, one that is Japanese food and one that is Thai food, and I go to both of those religiously. I can probably say that I am also obsessed, which I'm fine with. I'm basically content when I have either one of those. What made you decide to get involved into makeup? So when I started getting involved in the whole makeup spiel, I was in college. I wanted some other type of form of art to do while I was there, other than studying photography and videography and all that kind of stuff. I was in college in around 2014, and that's when a lot of the makeup gurus kind of became really popular, and so it seemed like a really fun thing to do, and it's something that kept me occupied. And whenever I was going to school, I lived close to a Sephora, so one of the first things that I got was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and that was basically a game changer for me as far as makeup. Since then, it always has been kind of a hobby of mine, just because it was really fun, and it still is. I'm not a professional in any way. I have people that have asked me if I'm like licensed or if I've gone to school for it, so no, I have not. And it's just something that I've learned watching other people. I would watch others like Nikki Tutorials, I would watch Jeffree Star, you know, all different kinds of people. It just seemed like a really fun thing to do whenever I just needed something else to do in school. Just seeing how fun it was and how popular it was becoming, I really wanted to truthfully jump on the bandwagon and just start getting involved in makeup and doing cool stuff. What was your favorite part of your Japan trip? I'm planning on making a vlog solely talking about my trip to Japan. But just to kind of answer this question, just because honestly, I just love answering anybody that asks me about my trip to Japan. Probably my favorite part about that was being able to see how clean Japan is. Holy shit. It is so clean there. when we came back into the US, it made the US look like a garbage dump. I kid you not. There is literally no trash can in sight when you walk around, wherever it may be in Japan, other than the amusement parks. There's no trash can in sight because nobody litters anywhere. The bathrooms, oh my God. First of all, the public restrooms are so clean, you could eat your food off the floor. Not saying that I would, because I wouldn't just want to eat food off a floor in the bathroom. The floors in the bathrooms are just that clean. And who would have thought that they had sanitizing sprays for the toilet before and after you use it? And it just works so well, and recycling is a huge thing there. So anytime you eat, you don't eat while on the go. You eat wherever you get your food at. And so when we would get food at like a 7-Eleven, for example, we would eat our food there, and then they had different bins for different items. So if you had like a water bottle, or if you had a cup, or if you had the wrappings to some food that you had, you could put those in there, and you didn't have to worry about having trash that you had to discard, you know, in one of these public, you know, trash bins or anything like that. Like, I could tell you all day just about how clean it is over there, and even it feels like the air just feels clean. Like, it was the first time I actually felt like my skin felt great. Any of my breakouts that I had, as soon as we came into Japan, my skin cleared up, I could breathe really well, and my mind's just blown. It's just so clean there. So anybody that goes, be prepared, because it is clean as hell over there, and it is amazing. And I think we really need to take notes as far as cleaning up our garbage and recycling, and not leaving our trash out in nature. It's amazing. It just makes so much sense. And for the last question of June would be, what is the next hair color that you're going to do? I can never answer that question, because it's always kind of like just a random moment when I decide, okay, I'm going to do this color next, or I'm going to do these two color next. I don't really plan it out. I just kind of do it when I think of it. I'm kind of thinking, with the exception of now, maybe doing more of like a peach to yellow maybe for the summer, but I'm hoping that's going to be the next color. But I can tell you right now, I can't make any promises, because I'm always changing my mind, because I have done so many colors throughout the years. I don't really know what to do next. Choosing a different color for my hair is always a mystery. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed June's Q&A with me. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give this video a like. If you'd like to see some more of my videos in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Any comments or questions you can leave down below. And if you have any recommendations for another video that you would like to see for next time, you know, you can leave them down there, or you can send them to me through my DMs on Instagram. I will always be asking on there in my story what you guys want to see next, so you guys have an opportunity to express your opinions on that. Thanks again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!